record this for president. So the cat stole my chair. These guys are the original boat a-holes, only they're in a submarine. So they get on a submarine, right? Instead of getting these middle-aged guys, these middle-aged billionaires, instead of going on a midlife crisis or something and getting a hot blonde half their age, or getting a sports car, buying a convertible or something.
And it's not even a fun submarine like where the Beatles are hanging out and they're singing and they're going to fight the Blue Meanies.
And they're gonna copyright me if I sing too much of it.
Yeah.
That's as much as we can play.
Yeah.
It's not even the right instrument, but it'll do. And Zaba wants to play too. Now.
Zaba wants to sleep.
He stole my chair. It's all right. This is why I need a podium. The audio is gonna be awful. So these guys go off on. They want to go look at the Titanic, thinking they're James Cameron in the Alvin ship thingy. that little submarine-y thing.
Yeah.
Because James Cameron thinks he's Jacques Cousteau all of a sudden. So these people, instead of getting a hot blonde or, buying a sports car, buying a Corvette or something, they go to the bottom of the ocean in a Tylenol piloted by a PlayStation controller. And these people, and they want to focus on, we don't want white guys to pilot it because it's not inspirational. Yet you've got four 50-year-old white guys. We don't want white guys. You got 50-year-old white guys paying money to go down the bottom of the ocean apparently to go see the Titanic, thinking they're James Cameron and Jacques Cousteau. Piloted by a PlayStation controller, and you wonder why I'm laughing when I see, the orcas banging on the side of the thing saying, "Send more billionaires" meme. That is so fun. So, yeah, you want to read some of that. So that's the backstory of this. They've been missing for how many days now?
For 2 days.
For 2 days now. They're saying, send help, send help, send help. They're so far down, pressurized. They sent some rescue thing that got crushed because they're under the water. So this pressure, the ocean pressure crushed the thing.
Okay.
And instead of crushing this sea capsule, they're just waiting now to run out of oxygen. They probably already ran out of oxygen.
Searchers detect banging every 30 minutes near area where Titanic sub vanished as DHS Department of Homeland Security emails confirm potential signs of life. A Canadian airplane aiding in the search for the missing Titanic-bound submersible recently detected banging every 30 minutes in the area where the vessel lost radio contact with its surface ship. Details of potential signs of life. First of all, okay.
Yeah, where's the toilet in the sub? There isn't one. There isn't one. There is not a toilet. So there's not a toilet in the sub.
Stake out a pee corner.
There isn't even a pee. Where's room for a pee corner? Where's a corner?
Go in your pants.
So there's not even room for a corner in this.
Details of potential signs of life aboard the oceangate expedition's submersible were included in internal emails sent to the Department of Homeland Security and separately confirmed early Wednesday by the U.S. Coast Guard. And they want me to subscribe here.
And I'm not. Well, no, we're not subscribed.
The emails obtained by Rolling Stone did not specify when the Canadian Maritime Surveillance and Patrol aircraft picked up the banging, but a Tuesday email obtained by the outlet from the Explorers Club, of which one of the passengers aboard the submersible is a member, noted that the tapping sounds were detected around 2 a.m. local time, implying the crew
closes the hatch from the outside.
Is this them?
Hull integrity, holding.
Is this them?
I hope not.
Oh my god, this is them? This might be them. Josh Yates did a thing with them.
I'd like to be remembered as an innovator.
Oceangate, that's the company.
I think it was General MacArthur said, "You're remembered for the rules you break." And, I've broken some rules to make this. I think I've broken some rules with logic and good engineering behind me. The carbon fiber and titanium, there's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did.
RCC Halifax launched a P-8 Poseidon, which is underwater detection capabilities from the air. Read the emails sent to DHS.
They knew their lives were in danger before they did this, though. This is their midlife crisis thing that...
Yeah, the P-8 deployed...
I cannot take this seriously, even if their lives are in danger. I'm sorry.
Okay, the P-8 deployed sonar buoys
They're already dead. They're already
contact in a position close to the distress position. The PA heard banging sounds in the area every 30 minutes. 4 hours later, additional sonar was deployed and banging was still heard. The U.S. Coast Guard revealed underwater noises were discovered by a Canadian P-3 aircraft in the search area, though it was unclear. What we know is the submersible is a pricey tourist expedition to the Titanic shipwreck in the Atlantic Ocean. Has vanished with likely only 4 days worth of oxygen. U.S. Coast Guard said small submarine began its journey underwater with 5 passengers Sunday morning, and the Canadian research vessel that it was working with lost contact with the crew about an hour and 45 minutes into the dive. The family of the who's on board? The family of World Explorer.
One of the guys' kids went to the Blink 182 concert. Their families don't even care.
The family of World Explorer Hamish Harding confirmed on Facebook that he was among the 5 traveling in the missing submarine. And Zabu wants a piece of the phone.
Zabu.
Harding, a British businessman who previously paid for a space ride aboard Blue Origin rocket last year, shared a photo of himself on Sunday signing a banner for OceanGate's latest voyage to the shipwreck. Also on board were Pakistani...
Oh, they've done this before?
Yes.
Oh. I thought this was the Maiden.
Also on board were Pakistani energy and tech mogul Shanzada Dawood and his son Suleiman, famed French diver and Titanic expert Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and OceanGate founder and CEO Stockton Rush. What's next? We're doing everything we can to locate the submersible and rescue those on board, Rear Admiral John Mauger told reporters. In terms of the hours, we understood that it was 96 hours of emergency capability from the operator. Coast Guard officials said they are currently focused all efforts, and there goes Zabu.
There goes Zabu.
Because there's someone else.
Ah! There goes the cat. Here, let me let the cat out. Let me let the cat out. Not the
Okay.
There you go. Oh, there you go, Zabu. Good boy. Good boy,
Locating
Zabu.
sub before... Okay, Coast Guard officials said they are focusing all their efforts on locating the sub first before deploying any vessel capable of
vessel. All right, now I can...
reaching as far below as 12,500 feet where the Titanic wreck is located. While the Coast Guard has no submarine capable of reaching those depths, officials are working around the clock to make sure such a vessel is ready if and when the Titan sub is located. As of Tuesday afternoon, officials said there's only 40 hours of oxygen left on the Titan. Mauger, first district commander and leader of the search and rescue mission, said the U.S. was coordinating with Canada on the operation. So
look how far down this is.
Yeah, that's
still going and going and
and there you go. The Marianas Trenches, Norwegian Sea.
So the Titanic's there. They're even farther down, aren't they?
No, the Titanic is back up on that ledge.
Okay.
Mediterranean Maximum Sea, Arctic Ocean, and USS Johnston. Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Caribbean Sea.
Wow.
Wow. That gives you an idea. Holy crapola. There's the first crew to reach the bottom. That's how far down, just to give you an idea.
Wow.
Holy schmagoli.
Yeah, that's like a 2-minute thing to show you how. Holy crap.
USS George Washington. Yeah, this is just proof people have too much money. I'm pretty sure William Shatner says, you're right, people do have too much money, and I'm one of them.
Body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign? Oh! Take your shoes off, that's customary. Okay. Wow.
Listen, I would want to steal cable.
Inside, the sub has about as much room as a minivan.
Right? Why don't they have some? Well, I mean, they would run out of room. I mean, yeah, they run out of. Well, that's why they send the little unmanned,
Yeah, send the unmanned robot.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button.
This is ridiculous.
It should be like an elevator. You know, it shouldn't take a lot of skill.
The Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths.
There's your problem, all right? You watched Stargate Atlantis and saw the puddle jumper, and you're like, hey, that's a great idea. Let's build one, eh? And you didn't do it right. And I'm mocking them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be mocking you. No, and we shouldn't do this when this. Stargate Atlantis is a TV show.
2.4 miles below the sea.
That's what they built. They wanted
It's
to
also
build
the only one
they
with a
want a little
toilet.
puddle jumper that can
Sort
go
of.
underwater.
And yet, I
That's
couldn't
what they
help
want.
noticing how
That's why it kind of looked.
many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components.
I got these from Camper World.
They're using
Camper World.
You got it from Camper World.
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
One second. Oh, even he's laughing at you.
Oh, for God's sake.
Look at this guy. Did this guy go on the mission?
No.
No, he's smart. He's like, yeah, you guys are gonna die, you dumb fuck.
Come on! It seems like
It seems like you guys are stupid and shouldn't do this. Did somebody tell you don't?
This is natural.
Don't stop! Don't! I feel like Willy Wonka telling the kid, don't drink out of the river. I hate to be that way. I do. I get it. It's people. You don't want to be, but at some point, right? At some point. Pretend, fast forward 5 years in the future, but pretend we waited an appropriate amount of time after these guys were cold. All right, because I'm tired of this morally superior, holier than thou, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to cancel people for racism and imaginary stuff from like 10 years ago, like when they pull up, John Wayne and all that stuff, or who was it? Steve Madden just died, and then they tried to cancel him for 10 years old stuff, right? So, none of that type of stuff. Or John Madden, whatever the hell. Steve Madden makes purses. Anyway, point is, these guys were literally getting laughed at and said, you're using Camping World equipment and a PlayStation controller, and you want us to, like, did you not see? Yeah, we're using stuff from Camping World. Look, all this aftermarket shit.
It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of. And yet, I couldn't
it sort of has a toilet at least.
Okay, listen.
help noticing.
There's a difference between getting maybe an overhead light from Camping World.
Yeah, and using like an aftermarket thing just to literally control your whole thing. Do you know how many times they disconnect, like the actual official PlayStation controller, like the real one? You guys hear how many times it goes USB?
How many pieces of this sub seemed improvised?
We can use these off-the-shelf components.
Like the monitors are off the shelf too.
I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
You dumb bastard.
Just buy another sports car or something.
Yeah.
Just buy another sport. Why do you got to see the damn Titanic?
Go on a sex tour of Thailand.
Well, they already do that. These guys are billionaires. What else? I mean, what else are they going to do? This is why Elon bought Twitter, and to get back at the world for turning his kid against him or some dumb crap just because he's... That's really all him buying Twitter was, is a billionaire going through this little midlife crisis, and his kid won't speak to him. How do I get my kid to speak to me? Yeah, it's not even a PlayStation controller. Yeah, like I said, that's not even like this is a real one. This is like a real PlayStation and real, this is a real deal, official. Theirs is not. Theirs is this weird aftermarket-y thing that's all rigged.
it seems like
you shouldn't do this, dumbass.
You do know that's how people die, is when you cut corners. You know that, right?
Oh, that could just be a fish knocking against it. That could just be it knocking against something as it drifts away, too.
Oh my
Oh, no. Yeah, honestly, they're effed. The whole idea of a rescue is a joke. We all knew that if we went down, we're not coming back. The USG does not do sub-rescue. The Navy does, but not at 10,000 feet. Sub-rescue is going to be something that we're told could be done, so politicians and parents would think it's safe. It's sad, but those folks are already gone. Probably. Rich bastards always think the rules don't apply to them. The rules and laws are for small people. Who's saying this one? Somebody's saying.
I'd like to be remembered as an innovator. I think it was General MacArthur said, "You're remembered for the rules you break." And I've broken some rules to make this. I think I've broken them with logic and good engineering behind me. Carbon fiber and titanium. There's a rule you don't do that. Well, I did. It's pick.
Yeah.
No, you're going to be remembered as that dumbass who used the PlayStation controller to pilot a little homemade submarine with Camping World equipment down to the Titanic and died. That's how you're going to be remembered. Okay? And I hate to be like that, but I really have to George Carlin this moment, guys. I really have to.
This is like all the a-holes who used to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we know it's a dumb idea,
but we're gonna do it anyway. I mean, sometimes you cannot save people from themselves. Oh, if you could save people from themselves. That sounds like a song somebody wrote once. If people could save themselves from themselves, well, then they would save everybody from everything, wouldn't they? And a very wise person said something very similar to that. Completely unrelated to submarine a-holes.
You can't fix stupid.
Yeah, and you can't always get what you want.
Everything works out.
We literally run cables across the entire ocean for internet connectivity.
Yeah.
The fact that the sub was not tethered in any way. Well, hey,
first of all,
they wanted to.
Well, okay, but
keep in mind how far down that is.
There's a difference between the transatlantic cable. I mean, you're probably running the transatlantic cables in the shallowest part of the ocean. That's the thing.
The cats are, they're fine. Just ignore them.
I know, but even they think this.
You know what, though? I didn't do anything about it, all right? This is... It's hilarious and you know it. This is like the asshole who got caned in Singapore. This is another one of these, right? This is another one of these.
No,
we don't have to turn this into anything other than stupid people getting stupid things, right? That's all we got to turn this into.
Stupid people with too much money and too much time in their hands. I don't freaking get it, man. Why would you do this? Why would you think this is a good idea? Hey, there's...
So this lady posted this. Watching a submarine go down to the Titanic. Was that them?
Was it them?
It might be.
Probably.
She's the crew of the mothership. Things are just not adding up. Posted 1 day ago.
Maybe
they didn't post it. Maybe she filmed it and then uploaded it a few days later. Like, I filmed it. Because that's what I do. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I've filmed that I haven't posted yet because I still have to edit in the music. And it takes a couple of seconds to get all the tags in there. And, it's just something you got to, like filming and then uploading. You got to film it and then it takes time. And sometimes, like, if you have a schedule where you do it, like, all in batches, she might only upload once a week, that person. So
maybe it's a fake.
I think maybe she probably... She probably just uploaded it a couple of days later. Or it's a fake and she just wanted to cash in on it too. Either or. Oh no, the submarine had already failed multiple times before it it's these people.
The crew closes the hatch from the outside with
hull integrity holding.
And what happened next? You won't be disappointed.
It's not Star Trek, you idiots.
can't.
As we'll show you a little later on Sunday morning.
Oh no, these two had already failed multiple times before.
Our dive in the OceanGate submersible had made it down only 37 feet when this happened.
So apparently those floats there came off the platform, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So
37 feet, and they went anyway. So you know what with NASA? You know what happened when which was it, Apollo 1? Was that the one that they all, the Velcro and stuff all ignited and they all
died?
Yeah.
I think it was Apollo.
Was that 1 or was that?
I think it was Apollo 3.
3. Which
Gus Grissom was.
It was all the guys and Ed White and all those guys. When that happened, they went in and they redesigned everything. NASA did, but they're like real professionals and stuff, and they do this for realsies. They're not just hobbyists. They went in and redesigned it and said, you know what ignited the oxygen in the room? And it was Velcro igniting the spark of having 100% pure oxygen. So they kind of went and fixed all that, because before that everything was just Velcroed down everywhere because it's in space. There's no gravity, so Velcro.
Apollo 1, yeah.
Yeah, it was Apollo 1. So I'm right. And I'm betting that these guys didn't change anything, did they? They just went ahead and did it anyway.
So we're scrubbing?
Yeah, I think that's the consensus up here.
Copy that.
I was crushed. My diving adventures were over.
Every expedition has its challenges. All of them. I have not been in one expedition where things have to be adjusted, adapted, changed, or canceled at the
I don't think I would do this as a job if it were that
end of the day.
I mean,
you're at the mercy of the weather.
Renata Rojas speaks from painful experience.
now is she on the ship too?
I don't. Maybe.
Or is she controlling it now? Oh,
Over
God.
the years, she's been booked on 3 Titanic expeditions. All 3 were canceled.
Is it a sign? I think it's a sign that maybe you don't do... Oh, these people. What's with these people? Why are people...
They're dumb.
Why are...
They really are dumb.
I mean, I can't feel bad for this. I just can't. I am incapable of it. When I was like, gee, everybody on that ship, they hit an iceberg and they said that ship was unsinkable. And that was like a long time ago. And they all died, but, going back there, knowing what I know about after watching, like, The Abyss and Sphere and all that stuff, yeah. I wouldn't go under the water until we have something like a spaceship, like a puddle jumper. I just really wouldn't. I would not trust a submarine yet with our level of technology until we get to, like, Star Trek level, until we get into more sci-fi level stuff. Because, guess what? The water is, like, pretty much the same as space. It's just as deadly and dangerous in, pretty much similar ways. You're still not evolved to live there.
You just cry a lot. And just keep the dream alive.
Oh, they're obsessed with going back to the Titanic. Oh, they died on the Titanic in a past life, and they're obsessed with getting back there no matter how much they can, right? Is that what we're dealing with here? Probably.
This is something that I have to do.
Our expedition had to wait out...
Good luck. Oh, you have to go. You just have to be on that ship. Uh-huh.
2 more days of rough seas. On our 6th day at sea, the weather cleared. The dive was a go.
Titan sitting at 3742 meters, reports on bottom.
I would not want... what can you see even at this point? Underwater. Like I've played underwater video games. What is it that you need to see that badly under the water of the Titanic that you can't see through a video camera anyway?
There's people that want to see it for themselves. But
You're still seeing it through a video camera, though.
You're still seeing it, yeah. It's not like you're actually walking the
Yeah,
deck,
you're still not going to be able to wander around. It's not like you're a little crappy mermaid and are swimming through the freaking shipwreck or anything.
The bow, then 470 the bow. If you were lost, so are we.
There's no GPS underwater, so the surface ship is supposed to guide the sub to the shipwreck.
There's no GPS underwater, so the surface... You're trusting that the surface ship and the...
By sending text messages.
Turn 30 degrees right?
Probably, 30 degrees.
But on this dive...
This is just tempting fate. It is. It's just tempting fate. At this point, you're really.
I mean,
you really are.
Hey, this is a great idea. Let's go and check out the Titanic, and we'll just have text messages back and forth up to the top, right? In a little homemade submarine built with stuff from Camping World and aftermarket PlayStation controllers. Does that sound like a good idea to you?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
It's gonna cost you $250,000.
That's yeah.
You know, these are like these people used to like big game hunt in Africa and stuff, and now that's not dangerous enough for them anymore.
Well, that's illegal. They killed.
Well, that too. Good. Yeah. Well, they shouldn't be killing wild. Don't is what I'm saying.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't.
But that's what they used to do back like 100 years ago for fun. You know, because they didn't have the technology to really survive very well. You know, it was still more of a man versus beast.
People used to climb mountains where the only victim would be themselves. Now
they still do that. Yeah. They still do that, and it's just littered up there with dead bodies and tents and all kinds of crap.
There's like 400. There's like 200 people like. Remains of 200 people on Everest.
Yeah.
I mean, so some of them pretty well preserved. No, well, because the atmosphere is so thin up there, and it's so cold. But it's actually it's horrible. There's people that take pictures. We can't show the pictures here, but it's horrible. It really is.
Communications somehow broke down. The sub never found the wreck.
We were lost. We were lost for 2.5 hours.
Rush says he'll offer those passengers a free do-over next year.
Robert Ballard.
Wait. So the sub got lost, and then they offered him a do-over.
They couldn't find the wreck. Yeah.
They couldn't even find the wreck. They couldn't even find the Titanic. So they couldn't even find it the last time. Oh God.
And that's just one cost of doing this business.
No,
are you making money on this operation?
No. So not yet. People.
No, you're not. Oh.
It's just mind-boggling.
Might say, hey, that's a lot of money, $250,000.
To him, I mean, if he's got the money to lose, I don't care.
It's mind-boggling. It really is. Hey, you didn't know I was on that trip, did you?
It's so mind-boggling. You can hear their fear panic in the final hours.
Camper World, we run the whole thing with this game controller.
Yeah, F these guys.
Come on! It seems like this submersible has some elements of MacGyver-y jerry-riggedness. I mean, you're putting construction pipes as ballast.
I don't know if...
The United States Navy actually goes...
I'd use that description of it, but there's certain things that you want to be buttoned down. So the pressure vessel is not MacGyvered at all, because that's where we work with Boeing and NASA and the University of Washington.
Yeah, it's still, though. They would have told you don't.
I'm not getting that in that thing. I don't care. Are you kidding me? You showed me a PlayStation controller. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, because I know how the real ones work.
Everything else can fail. Your thrusters can go.
So they knew they were stupid. So they knew they were... There you go. That's how it was powered.
Listen, I feel terrible.
I love the memes, though. I don't. I really, really don't. I don't. This is like somebody... This is... No. I really, really don't.
Titan. So we're coming into the sub. This is the
Sure.
only toilet available on a deep diving submersible. Best seat in the house. You can look out the viewport. We put a privacy screen in,
Maybe
turn up the music.
Maybe we should have worried about making sure the thing wouldn't break down rather than putting a toilet in. You could hold it for a few hours. For God's
And
sake.
it's very popular. We have our control screen here, our sonar screen here, and we can put any image we want in the
You
back.
gotta watch Shrek?
They have something to do. So they'll have one window and it's in the toilet.
Completely new approach to the sub design, and it's all run with this game controller and these touch screens. So if you want to go forward, you press forward. If you want to go back, you go back.
Oh, what about somebody who's used to like controlling, like a drone or something? They're gonna push the wrong button and slam you into the bottom of the ocean, aren't they? What if the y-axis is the different way? They're used to the other one, huh?
Turn left, turn right, go down, go up. And it's Bluetooth, so I can hand it to anybody. And it's meant for a 16-year-old to
Yeah,
throw
maybe you should be tossing it aside.
It's Bluetooth because Bluetooth never has things interrupted or interfere with it, like sonar signals or planes flying overhead,
garage door
or the
openers.
garage door opening. No, seriously. Every time I'm
Sunspots.
listening to the Bluetooth thing on my phone, into the car, if we're in the neighborhood that we're in with all the garage doors and everything, if we turn on the garage door opener, it stops. It just loses signal. So these guys, this is gonna be a 30-minute clip from this, but I will upload this just as a live reaction tonight. Maybe I don't think we'll even edit this, but. Oh, these boat a-holes. Oh.
and super durable.
These are sub a-holes. Now we need to do a video about the sub a-holes. They're worse than boat a-holes. Does anyone want to buy us subs for lunch? Subway has probably a BOGO. For $15, you could prove you're a real person today and buy me lunch. Don't be a boat a-hole. Don't be like these.
You can just cut out the middleman. Just buy his lunch and we'll pick it up.
Well, buy it for his name. Well, you gotta put his name on it then.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
we
do
keep
that.
a couple of spares on board just
And I'm not going because I don't want to be stalked.
in case. This is the second year we've been out to the Titanic. We went out.
Almost likely crash. Oh, it didn't though. They heard them knocking down there. I think maybe. I don't know if it was though. They're saying they heard like a rhythmic banging every 30 minutes. It's probably not.
That's usually, I don't know what. It's always seems like when there's that Russian sub lost to Kursk.
Yeah.
They're the same thing. They listen for banging. So
Yeah, they were trying to tap out. Oh.
In 5 8-day missions, we did about 10 dives to the wreck site of the Titanic, and we did an extra dive on an undiscovered reef that we found. Completely privately funded operation, and we're funded by, we call mission specialists who help support the mission. So they.
What happened to Jacques Cousteau?
He died.
Yeah, but like what happened to like that type of stuff? Like real people funding real expeditions and things.
He was.
We just have these billionaires going around getting themselves.
Jacques Cousteau was a lifelong like maritime expert. He was a life.
Yeah, these guys are just a bunch of boat a-holes.
Yeah.
Take quite a bit of money to come and join us. Years ago, the Russians took tourists out to the.
These boat assholes.
Why
are these boat a-holes?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, to the Titanic, and it was just sort of a look and see thing. We really are focusing on the science around it. We want to document what.
That's noble enough, but you're.
That's still you are a boat a-hole. Look at these boat a-holes. None of them have.
Oh, poor kid though. Oh, poor teenager that went with them or whatever. But when you're 2.5 miles underwater and your captain's Xbox controller runs out of batteries. Oh no.
That's the controller. It's a boat a-hole. It's a boat a-hole. You are a boat a-hole.
I just can't. I just can't. Who's this guy?
How are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining. Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Hello, I'm in the water.
Oh no,
Is
Mr.
Mr.
Khan.
He thinks he's Mr. Khan? What is he doing? What is this shit? Uh-oh.
Live footage when the $30 controller stopped working. Where?
Right there.
Please read it.
Oh, shit.
I hope they had more. Hello.
Oh no. Can't even be saved if they are found because nothing can go that deep to save them. So what are we doing here? Exactly. I don't know. They'll be experiencing mood swings, says a Navy psychologist. I'm experiencing mood swings right now. I'm going from extreme...
Certainly there is sheer panic where their heart is racing and they're having trouble breathing or feeling like they cannot catch a breath. Or they...
Oh no! Why? I got nothing. You got anything else on this?
No.
I'm going back.
This is.
I got another story. Why? Don't be a submarine a-hole. Don't be a boat a-hole. Don't be a submarine a-hole. Don't go in the water if you can't swim your way out. Don't go any deeper than you can if you can't swim your way out. That's good advice for anybody. Don't go any deeper than you can swim.
You know, like the wreck of the Titanic is eventually...
And keep your balls out, I guess. I don't know. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere.